start that again. Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. Let's see. Good morning. Playing with it, and I was looking at the countdown. Can you hear me now? I was looking at the countdown, and I was like, "Wait a minute, I'm online." I mean, the count. StreamYard has a countdown here. StreamYard has a countdown. Oh no, I had put the mic down. I was playing around yesterday in the yard, and I should have just went and bought a holder for from the microphone. But I was like, man, I'm having too much fun because I did another row. Let's see, I did about 30 more plugs yesterday, in the yard, and oh yeah, well, I got these things right here, but I need to go ahead and when you got to buy more and more stuff. You know what I'm saying? Still not getting paid for this mess, but oh, okay. No, yeah, I have one of those, but I'll be forgetting when I get home. And this was actually a gift to me, so I enjoy using it. But um, you know, like I said, we're not getting paid for this at the moment. uh, that okay, hold on. Let's see. This that other person you see in there, that's my second channel, OTR Farmer. I'm sitting there playing with it. I'm sitting there playing around with that. That's me. I have I have 14 I have 14 subscribers. Uh, yeah, you're right. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, because like I'm sitting there holding this one, you know. Oh well. Hey, gotta do something to wake you up. What's going on, man? Have they fixed you yet? Or are you guys on the road? Because I would have had to leave at midnight last night because he didn't get the concept that I needed to do a 34 reset, and I was only getting back like 4 hours this morning, and they were trying to give me a load, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna argue with you, y'all the ones that know what you're doing, so no problem, amigo, But then I seen he changed it. So I'll be leaving right after, you know, um, I'll be leaving right after, I get this, you know, live done. God, I'm getting, I had to, this is stupid. I just had to gather my thoughts. I was like, okay, what are you trying to say? Well, we're gonna have to get get the body a good scrub down because we're getting back on the road. Good morning. Let me see who's coming. Who's coming in? I don't know. Yeah, I know. I know. I know, Mike, but I broke mine. Then let me see. I don't know if you can see it. See, it's broken. It's broken. Okay. And this thing actually, if you do it there, it's better there. Yeah, see, it's better right there, but you can't see that. You can't see that unless you're right up on it. 40 pieces of chicken today. Oh, jeez, man, you're making me hungry. Uh, I had uh, I, I had a little too much. Had a little too much yesterday, and wound up eating almost all of the brownies. So I know my sugar levels through the roof. I forgot to tell. Hey, Charles, I forgot to tell Norma. He said, make a tray of brownies so when we go on the cruise. I have to remember to look up. See, the camera's right there. See, because normally I put this screen over here to the right, and and I normally and so that's why when you see me looking that way, I'm looking. And I'm trying to get used to this. This ain't easy. This ain't easy. This is hard. I think it would be better if I did that, but that's not engaging. That's not engaging the peoples. So we'll try it. Oh man, I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired. I'm like tired. I need a break. My brain is fried. Um, I'm just I'm tired. Um, like the room that I'm sitting in. I got clothes everywhere. I had I had this 34 hours. I could have you know straightened this out, but I chose to go outside and do that stuff. Also, I finally put my tool, my all more tools in my cabinet, and I put it in its new spot and removed the table in the garage, so it looks like a serious work area at this moment, and I feel so manly. I just want to go. "Row, row, row, row." I feel so manly that I have like this very expensive tool chest to excuses to go buy more crap. Yeah, I know. I it. Oh, um, I don't know. I have a feeling we're going to be doing last minute packing as usual, but it is what it is. Last minute packing as usual. I was wondering, should I take my new camera out on the road with me and practice with it, but I don't know if I want to take it or let it get broken. So, but that's definitely coming on the cruise. So we're gonna figure that one out. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Um, but normally, um, it's so funny when you have uh I don't know if you got if it happens to you, Mike, if you've had that one, two, or three videos that actually are sustaining your channel in hour wise. I have certain videos that I started doing this live just so that I could grow the hours so I could get past to that point. I started doing this live and it eventually became addicting and I gotta get up. I have to come up with an idea. I gotta do this, yeah, eventually that's what it grew into, and that's what it grew into. But um I have certain videos that have taken off and just have slowly grown. Um, One of my first videos was the one I did with the Husqvarna, my mower that I was so happy about getting. I did the first review and then a 2 year review, and those two right there are the ones that have had made my channel just slowly grow in hour wise. You know what I'm saying, and in the 2 to well, actually, it's been, I think, 3 years now. It's been 3 years, and one of them is at 14,000, and the other one's at 9,000, and then my John Deere is at 7,000 views. And if I could get and I think I grabbed an untapped market, which is, um, m men my age that are looking for something to buy at Lowe's or, working in the yard. And, if I could re-tap into that, um, I'd be doing this other stuff, but I need to re-tap into that when, just doing, with these mowers. I think that would help my growth, my growth on the channel and and further our walk into to the level of growing and growingness. I'm making up words. Growingness. you know, the level of growingness. Let me see something here. Uh, Alrighty, setting background. I just downloaded this. I want you guys to see. Okay, this right here is what my lawn used to look like. I mean, it's a hot mess right now, but what it used to look like, I don't know if I can point to it. Well, right, right there. You see that big crater that I had to fill that in right there. Um, I don't know if any of this was grass. I think it all was. Uh, I think it all was uh, weeds. You know what I'm saying? And right, if you look right in this area right there is where I've been plugging. So I have rows of plugs and stuff like that. And what I've been doing, oh, first of all, I totally forgot. Totally forgot. Let's welcome everybody in. Good morning, OT. Good morning, OTR over the road farmer. Good morning, Hot Pepper Mike and Mike's Garden, Chaotic Mike's Chaotic Garden. Good morning, Charles, and good morning, Miss B. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? But the main thing is we have we have and I have been growing and trying my best to figure out what um what I want to do with this channel, what I want to do with my my hobby that has become what uh what we have seen right there. No, he's not gonna spill anything on it because he he got this for me. This was my birthday present. Uh, hey, Sheed, we had hi. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in, Sheed. We here. And you know what? You gotta learn how to enjoy yourself. You gotta wake. You gotta wake up, and sometimes you need a slap of reality. Slap the slapinization. Y'all ever see that they have this is sports now. It's a sport thing where you sit there and get slapped, and they have these certain people that get their pow, and the guy goes, "Ah." you know you about to get you about to get knocked the heck out. It's so freaking silly. It's so I I couldn't do it. I'm not gonna sit there and let you be slap me. I couldn't do it. I really couldn't. Not me. Not today. Not tomorrow. Not ever. I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? uh, yeah, OTR. I'm sitting on it. That's my second channel. I have 14 subscribers. I'm like you, Miss V. I ain't been over there in a minute. I need to plant something. I've been focusing on the big channel. I've been playing. I need to plant something. Oh boy, I'm going to put my olive tree back in the passenger seat after the holidays. If I still have a job, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Could you sit there and you got these big people that you slap them and they don't move, but you get slapped and you get knocked off your feet. Your shoes are flying and your shoes are flying. You hit me like that, and I wake up. I'm gonna have to go get my gun. I'm frying the whole place. Nah, play. You ain't gonna hit me like that. You ain't gonna take my manhood. You ain't getting away with that. Nah, player. Nah. I'm frying all y'all. This is so stupid. I have so much fun. Oh man. We ain't got nothing better to do. But yeah. Um Today's subject. I came up what's the word? Not came up with it. where I was reminded of a video where, let's see, hold on, this lousy lawn is getting on my nerves. Let's see. Let's see here. Virtual background. There we go. It's better. That's better. This, and it's all over TikTok where uh the person is sitting they're sitting at lunch, and the boyfriend, or the boyfriend reaches over. There's a phone and a drink, and the boyfriend reaches over, and the girlfriend snatches the phone real quick before he could get to it. And all he was doing was reaching over for the drink. And and he sits there, and he starts mulling it over. The What she just did is that you are doing something underhanded, unbeknownst to me until I just noticed it. And you're doing something underhanded behind my back that I should have known about, but I didn't until right now. Is is this worth my time? Is it worth the humiliation that you're playing me? And see, we hear in a lot of times in all of these lives, all of these YouTube videos, everywhere, that men ain't squat, that we're pieces of crap, and we are cheaters. We're cheaters. We're all cheaters. Every last one of them. We're all cheaters, and the woman ain't did nothing. And and all women are Mother Marys, or sin free, in whatever. And that guys never get played, and we're all pieces of crap. Have you any of you guys put a one in the in the put a one in the if you've ever seen those videos, and you could see, and like, there was one where the girl, she snatches the phone real quick, and then she's just looking at him like, you know, he gets up and walks in. She goes, "What?" And he's like, "Enough, enough." I've seen so many of them, you know, I'm sorry, in the chat, and they go, "What?" And then the other one, that I like, which is so true, is that the it's the same thing. The boyfriend has his phone, but he puts it down, upside down. I don't know why. He puts it upside down, and his girlfriend reaches for the phone, and he's got a hamburger there, and he goes real quick, and he's reaching for the hamburger, like, you ain't getting my burger. And she's looking at him, and he's like, what? You know, and that is what the gist of the conversation this morning. Hey, morning,
What's
She.
going
How you
on?
doing? What's going on, bud?
Morning, morning.
But and what I was saying is we some guys we're more what's the word I'm looking for? Everybody is not a cheater, but some of us want to get our food. You ever been with someone that every time you 9 times out of 10 when we go out to a restaurant, I order the same thing my wife orders because I know what she likes anyway. I order the same thing, and I'll be eating. I'll be eating. She'll be looking at me because if I order something else, she'll be looking at me like, "Oh, that looks good. That no. This is mine. Eat yours. You would you like to try some of mine? No. If I wanted to try some of yours, I would have ordered that. You ever go through that sheet?
Hey, there's no way around it. No way around it. Even you ordering the same thing that she has, she would still want to taste yours because yours might be look like it's cooked more than hers. So it's no way around
Yeah, and I mean, I'll sit there. I'm sitting there, and because you know how some guys eat. I get into it like Gabriel Iglesias, like you think you're having sex, and like they be like, man, the way you doing that, you doing that sandwich, you right? and, and um it's sad with these videos. It's sad. And again, I was like, look, you want to look at my phone? Here, take the phone. Leave me alone. I'm eating.
it.
Be like, leave me alone. I'm greasing on this piece of chicken, and this thing is good. I'm about to suck the white meat out of that bone. Leave me alone. I'll deal with you in that phone later.
It's funny because in this day and age of technology, I don't even see why people are still trying to creep up. Like one of my friends, his girl, she had him on his plan, right? And so every time he would text somebody or get a text, it would come to her phone too, but it'll come as an email. So she had his phone synced to her phone to where she didn't even have to check his phone because everything he seen, pretty much she seen. Every call he made, she got the call sent directly to the phone. So in this day and age of technology, there's really no way of hiding to a degree if you're trying to do that unless you have another phone. And then that creates a whole other rabbit hole in which, I mean, like, is how far do you have to go to cheat properly? I mean, because either way it go, you're gonna slip up, and that's why I'm just like, I'd rather not, you know.
Eh, you know what? Let's say it like this: we've all done our dirt. You know, literally, even Christians all have sinned. We've all done our dirt. But there comes
Yeah,
a time when you get with someone that is worthy of your attention, worthy of your love, worthy of your appreciation. But the fact is, it's just like there was a comedian that said, I he said, and you always get one that's got the mouth off, and he said, I don't. He said, I don't believe in this women's intuition, and someone was, yeah, yeah, there is such a thing. He said, okay, and then he said, you know, you said you had women's intuition. Well, you knew from the get go I wasn't sh. I wasn't shit. You knew I wasn't gonna be shit. But but what happened? Do you see what I'm saying?
yep,
And we hear it all the time. I want I want I want I want a hood ninja or a rough guy, because you think that these idiots are going to take care of you. You think that these guys are going to be the ones to do all the right things. I don't want to be with this guy. I don't want to be with me because all he does is yard work. Really? Do you see what I'm saying? But guess
Yeah,
what? I'm I'm not going out to the club. I'm home. You know where I'm at. I'm actually working on your yard. This is your yard. This is your home. Regardless of what bills I pay, this is still your home. Do you see what I'm saying? And
yeah,
they look for um I because when I'm not on YouTube, I'm actually on TikTok, and I swipe the button. It's called Reddit are the same. It's the same thing, and I'm on this thread where all of it's about women cheating on dudes. I'm like, and the narrative is all black men, we all cheat, but some of us actually do the right thing. Some of us are more
yeah,
worried about you. Some of us are more worried about you eating our daggone meal. We're more territorial about my sandwich, about my fried chicken, about my beans and my red beans and rice, or my scrambled. Wait a minute, hold up. You don't like? I know what my wife don't like, and I'll buy some. Oh, how, can I try? Can I try that? No. If you want to try that, why don't you buy it yourself? You know what I'm saying? I know we can't get around it. No, well, but see, here's the thing. If I got to do all that, if I got to get messages of your text, if I got to get messages of your interaction with other people, I don't need to be with you. I don't need to be with you.
yeah. It's the algorithm, like for any social media site, they have an algorithm set by the
Yeah,
videos that you look at, and they push them more and more to your channel. When
yeah.
I
You
talk
hit.
about finance, you get a lot of finance. But when I see a lot of those manosphere and women back and forth, like call it the gender war, you get a
Yeah,
lot of that. It gives you a bias or to degree unbiased saying, depending on yourself. But that's all it is. I mean, even I look at a lot of it's a lot of what's it called, like groups that talk about relationships. This is one podcast that's pretty good, and the guy was saying that a lot of women want Russell Wilson, but like Future, so they'll go get the Future kids and hope Russell takes care of them. And it's not a thing that which people always say men don't like women with kids. It's the burden that comes with it. And speaking from a man that has kids and stepkids. My thing of it was when I first got with my wife, I told her the same thing. I don't want to have altercations with this guy because his kid's not doing right. So I prefer talking to him, and we try to man to man discuss some type of differences before it gets kind of crazy or something.
exactly. And I think what it is, and I watched one where it was actually a Tyler Perry. It was actually a Tyler Perry TV show where the the father was it was a stepfather, and the wife made more, and the daughter knew it, and she stepped to him, and he was just trying to correct her. She did something wrong in school, and she just I mean dogged him out to no end, and made it like that he was so evil where you could see. I mean, even my blood was boiling. I would have knocked the blood Jesus out of her. And I know that ain't right, so I don't advocate hitting anyone, whatever. But I'm like old school. That a child, not punished or whatever, however you want to say it, because we're politically
Yeah,
correct
spare the
nowadays.
rod, spoil the child.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, whatever. But I feared my parents. I feared my mother. I feared my father. So I knew I was gonna get it from one of them. So, I mean, and that's what why a lot of men don't want. They cannot discipline the stepchild because and you hear it on even on the old reruns of Kevin Samuels where it's like hey, he don't need to correct her, he don't need to correct him or her, he don't need to correct. Then now it's my child. That's that you see them the magic word. Now it's my child, and no, but the thing, but back to what we're talking about, because at this channel we get all over the place. The thing is, there's more embarrassing stuff in text, and because you're talking to your close friend that's never going to say something to your girlfriend, never going to say something to your wife. You could say, well, so and so got a little big, and I wish she was a little bit smaller. I mean, I'm being polite, but you checking all my texts and you see me say that, and I'm not saying that in a hurtful way. I'm just saying that to someone I know will say, "Hey, but bro, you still love her, and y'all will figure it out, and so forth and so on." And but you're so worried about someone texting another woman or whatever, and half the time, it's especially with guys, half the time we just want to be heard.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I've read articles. Remember back in the day that certain magazine had articles. Back in the day, certain magazine had articles where they told that a lot of men, and it's probably true to this day, a lot of men go to some strip clubs just to talk to just to talk to a stripper, just because you could, or they they engage in other things just because someone is listening to them. Like there was there's a video that's out where the wife is yelling at the husband. You can see the husband is miserable. You could see it on his face, and it's miserable. He's miserable. She says, "Well, is she better than me? Is she thinner than me? Is she goes down this whole list, and he goes, no, he, she listens to me. She, she doesn't call me stupid. She doesn't, you know, um, she doesn't blame me for everything. You see, and that's what we preach all of this other stuff about relationships, and we preach all this stuff about getting together with I, I don't want to be with him. He's boring. I don't want to be with her. She's boring. Well, guess what? Maybe that's who you need to be with. Because when you're with someone that is boring, you can actually take that boringness and make something of it. Dude, 8 years ago, I lived the most boringest ass life that I mean, I cannot copy. Actually, 9 years ago, I lived the most boringest behind life. But then God put people in my life and said, "Hey, we doing this. You want to go? Or hey, let's go here. You want to go?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." In I remember my wife now. She asked me. She says, "Why you always say yeah? Why you always say yes?" I said, "Because the night of the accident, I was screaming out, 'God, save me.'" And I said to myself, I've never done anything. I just want to live. I've never done anything. I just want to live. And I'm reminded of that. When I say, I want to, oh, but you said you want to live. Do you see what I'm saying? And I went from having a boring life to having an exciting life. I went from being by myself 90% of the time, and being with, now I do stuff. We just came back from New Orleans and had a ball walking around and doing goofy stuff. I just posted a video Charles' wife had made, and and I copied it and added some music to it. We had a good time with friends and family. I don't need to hide nothing from you other than your feeling. Because if you have a good friend, your good friend is saying, I remember when we first met, it's like, "Ah, ah, ah, ah," I'm like, I'm complaining and saying all this stuff. He said, hey man, welcome to the real world. And if you're looking to see someone, um, you got to check all his texts and you got to do all that. You really don't need to be with him. You got to see all her text. I promise you, I did that once. I'll never do it again. The hurt that I saw, I'm never going to do it again. The
Yeah.
hurt that it caused me because I trusted you. I look, I have trust in you. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. And once I find out, I'm done. I'm done. I'm gone. You know,
Yep.
you know what I'm
It,
saying?
yeah. It comes a time, man. You can't prevent people from doing stuff if they gonna do it. I mean, there's always a way around things. Like that was one of the biggest things I told my wife when I got with her. I was like, I can deal with my past issues. The question is, can you? Because if you've been hurt before, you've been cheated on, that's gonna always be in your head. And considering that every man after or every woman after has to carry that burden of that past transgression. So if every one of the boyfriends cheated, I'm gonna be the next boyfriend in line to cheat. She's always gonna have that in her head. So just to make matters easy, y'all got to talk about it, get it out the chest, work through it because, if I know trigger, that's like triggering. If I know it triggers you that if I eat lobster and you're afraid of lobster, then I'm not going to eat lobster around you. There's certain things that, levels that people have that trigger them. So instead of you trying to look for the signs to be triggered to act out on it, but people don't want to be vulnerable with certain people. It has to get to a space to where you love this person that y'all can talk about this stuff to where if they won't trigger you or they can actually help you because that was the thing with my wife. I had to get her to a point to feeling comfortable. Other than that, I don't think we would have worked because you know I'm an open person. I don't have no problem. Like my wife has the code to my phone. It's not like she's going in there just checking to be checking. She might need to do something on my phone. Her phone might be downstairs or to a degree. If it's a reason why I gotta hide my phone from her, then in general that means I'm doing something. You know,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like I always tell my wife, I say when it comes down to it, men cheat for a reason. And she said, well, the same with women. I said, yeah, it will apply, but I'm not a woman. I'm a man. I'm telling you, as a man, most men cheat for a reason or they're just dogs. No, now a woman, she has that intuition, like you said earlier, she should know what type of man she has. That the guy that's a dog or the woman that is drawing or pushing her man into another woman's arms. Like you said earlier about the guy who cheated because if the other woman listens or just be there. That's the type, most men, they just simple. I can go to work, eat, and that's it. Now, if I'm having trouble at home and I'm feeling the blues every time I come on, a lot of women pick up on that. I seen this video where the woman was like, what's her name? Tia Mallory. She's like, what one man won't do, another man will. And this other lady, she made a video. She said the saying goes, what man won't do, another one will. And she was like, they probably won't. Because if you had it like that, then you will have it like that. So a lot of women they tend to say, well, another man will do this, but no, it's the reverse. What one woman won't do, another one will, because there are a lot of women who say, well, if she's not a good opportunity, I'll be a good fit. Because women complain so much about guys being nerdy, being home, playing video games. Which one would you rather have? The guy that goes and cheats and hops from bars, or the guy that comes home and work on things, play video games? He might be frustrated because he's always on the game, but he could be sliding in another woman out there at the bar. So it's like the good and the bad. Women want everything in them, just like most men. Most men are not going to find everything in a woman, so you work with it.
The funny part that you said that my wife mentioned that um a few days ago. She said it real quick, but I caught it. And normally I'm like, normally I'm in my own world. You know what I'm saying? But she said I would prefer you in the garage working on lawnmowers and doing that stuff than going to the clubs and these strip clubs. She said it so quick that I caught it, and I was like, it just it blew me away. But I was good with it because certain things she understands and certain other stuff. That's why, like I said, I'm going to pull back because a lot of times when you hear me in these videos that I'm so in love with and blah blah blah, my wife is wonderful, and then I'm putting her so high on the pedestal that reality, when reality kicks in, I get my feelings hurt, which happened the other day because I poured my heart out to her and she said it made a joke about it and I got my feelings hurt. But I said, you know what? get get out of your feelings and look at this logically. And I that's what I did. I got out of my feelings and I looked at the whole situation logically, and I realized one wonderful thing. And my subconscious said, hey, stupid, you in a regular relationship, what you all in your feelings for? You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
and I was like, said, man up, put your big boy panties on, and give her a call, and go back to normality, go back to, everything doesn't need to hurt your feelings. You know what I mean? And see, this is what happens in regular relationships instead of getting with Pookie or Shaquanda. We got the Shaquanda with all of she got hair lower than mine, and got all fake hair and eyelashes about an inch long. But we're so excited about Shaniqua, and she wants you to pay everything, and you can barely pay your own bills. Do you see what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
yeah,
It's our
yeah,
instinct. We want that excitement. We want that excitement, but that excitement becomes resentment later on. Like, what did I just do? What have I been doing? And that's why when we I brought up the subject, what would you choose in my situation? He said, leave the well, no, Urban said, leave the eyelashes alone.
yeah.
Ah,
It's
oh, hold on. We got two people. I forgot. Let's welcome in. Welcome in Miss T with the T. And welcome in my favorite Jamaican, Urban Garden Chronicles. uh, uh, I hope it ain't too cold up there. You get slapped with that nor'easter wind.
Ow!
Uh, I'm gonna be so miserable tomorrow because I'm gonna be on the road. I ain't got no buttons to push. It's gonna suck. Okay, I mean, wait, hold up, hold up. It said, when it goes off the deep and urban, opinions of the host do not necessarily represent the moderators. That is so true. Let me uh, let me thank Mike for coming in and saying that that's so true because we here at Can't Stop or Won't Stop. Get it. Oh God, I done went off the deep end. Uh, oh, oh, but I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see here. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. Hold up. Uh, bear with me 1 second, everyone. I'm too old for this stuff. oh, oh, there it is. Oh, I hear it. She's. oh, let's see. Hold up. Uh, can I? Hey, I gotta watch what I say because boss ladies in the next room working out. But again, I would be more inclined if, but back to the subject, back to the subject. I would be more inclined if I put my phone down again, my phone down, and we're sitting at the meal, and my hamburger or that piece of chicken that I ordered, and it's the last piece of chicken, and I see you about to grab something, I'm snatching my food. I don't care about my phone. I don't care about what's in it because I got nothing to hide anyway. But you're not going to get that last piece of chicken. You're not going to get that. You're not going to get that last hamburger. You're not going to get that last chicken finger. You're not taking my food. We're fighting over this food right now. And that should show you that I've got nothing to hide because I want my food.
Yeah. Like I always say, when it come down to it, I don't like. I know a lot of guys, we joke and have our little fun moments about, different women and stuff. Because even like when we on the phone, we might have personal conversations. We don't want our mate to know. It's not that we're being disrespectful, but it's when guys be around each other, we talk junk about ladies, or talk crap about dudes and just having fun. And certain times, women won't understand. Like, why do you talk about that woman like that? Or do you talk about me like that? Or why you talk about
Exactly.
your friends like that? It's something that guys do. We talk our junk, like they say, the barbershop talk, you know,
Exactly.
and the barbershop talk, it evolved to being online. And a lot of women can't take that real critical, like, like blow to the head, like a man. Like, I mean, naturally, most men can't take that. A woman naturally telling them about themselves, they can't take that, because we've been taught that men are supposed to be, the dominant one. Men are supposed to be this. Men are supposed to be that. And so for someone to come in at them a certain way, the guys feel disrespected, and versus them trying to, just say, well, I take that as constructive criticism, they get emotional, wearing their heart on their sleeve. And as men, you gotta set your emotions to a degree to where it don't interfere with certain things in life. Because
Well,
there are things that can hit you right now in a relationship, and you'll hold that for 20 years and bring it back
oh,
up.
oh yeah, oh yeah. That was and I don't know if you have been, keeping up with the Simone Biles and her husband, and everybody
Yeah,
was dogging him out because he said that he was the prize. Well, guess what? He's the prize to her. and just like she is the prize to him. You know what I'm saying? And but he just said it in a different way. What did he say? He said, "My wife had seen me play, and she said before she said, I'm gonna go ahead and leave because you're a little slow today." And he was like, "Hey, what are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. Hey, calm your nerve." And but he sat back and listened. He said, "If it would have been anybody else, if it would have been anybody else, I wouldn't have had a second thought." But when she said it, he started thinking about it, and he went to the team psychologist, the team psychiatrist, and they explained that is a condition that a lot of players have, and explained it to her. And he went back and talked to her, and she hit them on to go and get counseling, and so forth and so on. These are the things that keep people together. When you can listen to, when you learn the person that you love and care about, that you can say, okay, he ain't gonna handle it if I say it straight up, because I'm that type of person. You got to figure it out to get across to me, so I don't go the wrong way with it. And if you come at me right, I'll actually be receptive to it. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's the thing. People, everybody. Well, I'm just gonna tell you. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do that. Well, there's a way that you do it that people will understand. And when you know that you're appreciated, and you'd rather fight for that chicken wing or that that double cheeseburger or that last bit of macaroni and cheese than worry about your stupid phone. You see what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
and like right now, my wife cooks so good. I can't, oh, I got to get back on the road, get on the diet because I be eating all kind. I'm not even hungry half the time. Like last night, I'm eating spaghetti, all this stuff I should be having. I said, man, I got to get back on the road and have that bowl of salad.
Hey, cut on the road and eat all you want at home.
Exactly. I
You
got
gotta appreciate that good cooking, man.
man, please, man. When
Hey,
she, when
over
I,
the road,
she be
boy. Oof.
she be throwing down, and I be mad, man. I'm like, I'm gonna stay fat.
Hey, when you're on the road, back to granola bars.
you know, get a cucumber in a bag of carrots.
Yeah.
Okay, but all right, man. I got to get. I got. It's time to hold on. Let's put it in correct. Hold on, gotta find it. I wish it was much easier to. I wish it was much easier to do this. But jump in the shower. It's time to wash our behind. So I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna say deuces. I'm gonna say peace out, and thank everyone for coming in and let us talking about it and having a good time, and let you know y'all well appreciate it. Yeah. Uh, well, you're right. Uh, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna post this. I know that, and also, and Urban's right. Also, watch your portions at home. Enjoy your meals, but she needs to change those ingredients and more. Yeah, that's the main thing. All of this, sugar. We wanna soap on sale in the lobby. Hey, I'm gonna be when I start to have a store, I'm gonna be selling some African soap. That stuff gets all in you. It get down to the nitty gritty. All right, but we're gonna go ahead and end this live stream and say thank you for thanks for coming up, Sheet. I appreciate it. And y'all have a blessed day. And as always, if you don't think no one loves you, know that God loves you and I love you too. Check you guys later. Deuces.
Gotta kick it over to the mama,
Yep.
frugal mama.